Hello, I'm Zanae Allen. For centuries, the camera has been used to capture memories. Whether it's a digital camera or disposable, the essence of life has been captured in one click of a shutter. On today's show, we have Amber Green and Vicente Hernandez here to discuss with us Spotlight Magazine, right here on Discover UMES in the studio. Hello, welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up?
So you two are the founders of Spotlight Magazine. Can you tell our viewers what Spotlight Magazine is, when did it come to be, and what inspired you?
Well, Spotlight Magazine came along, the idea of Spotlight Magazine came along fall 2009. Me and Amber were walking and we just like, this campus needs something. It needs something just to show how special we are. And we knew of the school newspaper called the Hawk Messenger, but it wasn't in existence since 2005. So we thought maybe we should get it started again. So we had to talk to all the officials like Mr. Letterman, Dr. Johnson, and they were really like excited about the idea. So they sent us to the newspaper. But we thought this campus needed something special, something that just showed how like creative we are. So we thought of the magazine and just went from there. And the name Spotlight, I think Amber could take that.
Yeah, well, I read a lot of magazines and I read a lot of newspapers, and one school that I haven't found that was out was this school. So I was like, well, why don't we just spotlight the campus, spotlight every talent that we have on this campus, spotlight every writer, every poet, every dancer, just spotlight them. And then I was like, well, we make our own headlines. I mean, we are UMES, we are different, we are unique. So why don't we spotlight our campus and make our own headlines? And that's where our slogan came from, Spotlight Magazine, where we make our own headlines.
Wow, I love that. I remember the first time that I got a chance to see the magazine, I was so excited. I'm like, wow, this is really nice. Like you said, the different talents were spotlighted, organization, clubs. So I was like, wow. So I want to know, when did your love for being behind the camera like come to be?
Well, I first liked the camera when I was really little. I used to always take pictures. I used to steal my mom's camera all the time and just taking random pictures of myself. But then as I grew older, it was more of taking pictures of animals and pictures and just of people. And then it wasn't until recently, this past summer, when I did an internship in Chickasaw National Wildlife Refuge. And I was always on site with one of the photographers, the professional photographers on there. And he taught me all the secrets of taking photography and taking pictures. And I was just snapping pictures of everything, of animals, of squirrels. It was just crazy. And it wasn't until I got back on campus this past semester when I was like, let me take your picture. You just stand right there. Just stand there. So that's really much where it came from.
Okay, how about you, Vicente?
True, for me, it was my brother. He was a professional photographer. He actually started the Children's Museum in DC. It's full of all the children's pictures from Ghana, Cuba, all of West Africa, and the DC area. Just seeing him as a growing up just take pictures of everything. Like, he actually used my picture for his logo. So it was like I was already instilled to do photography from a young age. And just getting back on campus now, I started working for the school yearbook. All I do is take pictures, like all the time, just take pictures all the time. So it's become like a part of my life right now. It's not something I see myself as going for, but it's a great hobby for the moment.
Okay. Right. So what are some of the challenges working on Spotlight, and what is one of the benefits? It's just like, this is going to keep me going.
You go first.
All right. Challenges. We have to really track down everyone. We have to go to so many people to get signatures and get right off on this, get approved for that. And when we have so many different sections and so many activity forms we got to turn in, it's challenging to get all the building managers together at the same time. And other than that, probably just getting the team together. With Amber being our executive editor, she's better to say how getting the team together is.
Yeah, because I'm executive editor. Basically monitor the entire team. It started with just 5 people, and now we're up to like 30, 35. So I'm really monitoring all those. On top of all the other organizations that I'm with, the most challenging part is just managing time and being organized, because one little flaw can just mess up everything. And I'm a big deadline person. I need everything in by deadline. So that's basically what the most challenging is. So the thing that keeps me going is the finished product. Like,
Wow.
I just like seeing it. Like, it's right there. Look, it's right there. I just love that. And I also just like the excitements of my editors and my writers' faces when they see it. They're like, oh, that's tight. Oh, look at that. I'm like, yeah, you did it. And then they're like, we did it. And I'm like, yeah, we did. So it's just the finished product is just amazing. I love it.
Okay, so can you tell us in maybe a sentence, what is your hope for Spotlight Magazine?
To take over.
To take over?
To take
Like
over.
that.
I definitely have to say the same.
To take over.
Just to really take over the campus for all forms of media.
Wow.
So it'd be the internet, magazine, whatever we can do.
Yeah.
And it's definitely achievable. Well, we're out of time. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Zanae Allen, reporting live for Discover UMES in the studio. See you next time.